the Story of Series Explained. And this is your host, Hero King. We're going to talk about the protagonist, Ben. Who is Ben? Well, he is the protagonist. He has two identical brothers, and we're going to talk about backstory at a different time, on more like a podcast or something. I don't know, like a live talk. So, what can he do? He can fly, shoot lasers, has super strength, has enhanced durability, pain resistance, and also regeneration. That sounds pretty cool. Yes, it is. Let's talk about some of his powers in more detail, like his teleportation. So one of the things he has is he also has energy sensing, which is common for most characters have energy sensing. It's how they can tell how strong someone is, and so this is a common technique that people learn or taught in schools. So what does the energy sensing do? So he can tell, and other people too, if they have the ability, you can tell how strong someone is, their true strength, not just their outer strength. So they can't hide how strong they really are from him. So that's how he knows who to fight and who he can't fight. So yeah, that's one of the things. So he can sense how strong someone truly is, even if they're actively hiding it. What else? He can fly. He goes really fast. He's faster than light, and he's really fast. Again, his speed is basically ludicrous speed. He was able to withstand areas that have no time or space, or even concepts. And even though that place he survived the void is a place where there's no concepts or time or space. His concepts still existed, so he was able to ultimately fundamentally change a place to exist in a place where there's no concepts or existence or time or space, which is pretty cool. What else he can do? He has super strength. Was able to lift several planets by himself, and that's really it. He can't lift everything. It's like there's people that he knows his allies are a lot stronger that have better super strength. What else can he do? He has regeneration. He can If you cut off his limb, he can regenerate it, and it's like perfectly new. Even the clothes are back too. You know, like if you destroy his clothes, he can regenerate his clothes, which are also that's pretty cool. If you cut off his head, he might not be able to make it. Probably, I don't know. What else? He has he has energy blasts. He can shoot lasers that are strong enough to destroy planets and galaxies and universes. Did he destroy his own universe? No, he destroyed other universes, which are pretty common. People can make universes around here in the story of series. What else can he do? He can also he can survive in the vacuum of space, which is again space is another whole story, but like he can survive with no air and survive with no time or stuff. He can also he's also survived erasure by just well again that's more nuanced than erasure. I'll talk about that too. He can erase people that are weaker than him from existence and from himself. That sometimes happens. Like sometimes when he's erasing someone, he forgets who he erased. So, yeah, never mind. We'll talk about that too. What else can he do? He has the ability to his powers protect him from being off guard. So if someone tries to off guard attack him off guard, his powers will instantly go to the absolute limit and protect him. Most of the time he notices, but like again, if they're far weaker than him, they'll get erased. So like if let's say if a regular person tries to sneak attack Ben with a sword, the sword will be erased, the person will be erased. Yeah, and Ben wouldn't even be none the wiser. His powers protect him from being a sneak attack or off guard attacked. Um, he can also. These are basically things that are pretty common. I'm writing down the log, all the story of this book right now, or comic, whatever. But he's also he survived being inside the core of the sun. He survived being hit with a nuclear bomb, which is nothing special anymore in his world. There's better weapons like rainbow missiles. He survived a Big Bang, one of the 16 universes Big Bangs. Yeah, there's 16 universes. We'll talk about the universes later. He survived. He survived. He survived being erased from. Again, he survived being erased a lot due to his soul being a lot stronger. But like again, the erasing thing's not. Again, it's really difficult to explain what here in this video. What else? He was able to fight a man named. Well, he was able to fight the man named Malik. Malik was a guy that could recreate stars and make them into dragons. Malik was going to use the stars and star dragons to, well, grant wishes to, well, become God, basically. And he was able to survive being turned into a toddler and was able to change himself back. So Malik can survive being turned into a toddler and grant wishes. So then how did he was able to Ben to beat him? Well, he was just able to beat him because when Malik tried to make Ben really old, it didn't work because his powers weren't strong enough. He has the ability to resist aging, instant aging, or instant death hacks too, when Malik tried to kill him instantly with his powers of wishes. Again, it's really a lot more nuance than that. Again, there's a lot more details I'm leaving out, like how can he survive and the entity and stuff like that. Again, a lot more stuff. What else? He's able to survive extreme amount of physical damage. Like if he has the ability to resist feeling pain, because after let's say we tore off his skin, he wouldn't be in instant pain. He'll be like fuck. He'll still be able to fight, so he can tear off his skin, take out some organs. Hell, he can even make him limbless, and he'll still be able to fight because he can regenerate. And the pain goes away too after he regenerates. But again, he's very resistant to pain, so he can't pain hacks him like how like you make him feel his body. Even if you make every single part of his body and his nervous system feel pain at once, he'll still be able to fight and also resist it too. It still hurts, but he doesn't care about it. He survived being underwater, which is a big no-no because a lot of people with his powers like him can't survive underwater. But he was able to survive underwater anyways because he gotten fast enough. He was moving so fast where the water molecules weren't even able to touch his molecules, where like they weren't even touching basically. So other things he can do is like these are basically things. Again, all of his powers he can do are just little things, are evolutions of his main set of powers, which are energy absorption and absorption, teleportation, super strength, flight, speed, and regeneration. That's basically it. All of his powers are based off of that, or evolutions. Let's talk about one of his greatest powers that he doesn't use very often: absorption. What do I mean by absorption? Well, he can absorb energy blast, momentum from objects, lasers, and also things like from punches. He can absorb people. Like again, if someone's like fighting him, he can absorb the person that's fighting him if they're weaker than him and gain their power. What else he can do? Mostly, he can just basic things like he can absorb momentum from bullets and stuff. Oh, he's very resistant to bullets too. But in this world, bullets are a lot stronger than regular bullets in our world. So this is the Story of series explained by Hero King. I'll make another video explaining Ben's powers a bit more, and and also like one of his more common powers like slowing aging and stuff. I'll explain in the next video of explaining Ben's powers later in the next video a bit more. Anyways, this is the Story of series explained by your host Hero King. I would like some feedback, but if I can make any improvements, like maybe write down a script. I've been doing this without a script for a bit. And also make sure to please like and share, okay? And subscribe. Have a good day.